Okay, so I've navigated to the root of my project in my terminal, and I've typed in the command that I previously showed on the last slide. I've also added sudo on there because in my particular environment, I'm working outside of my home directory and I have some permission issues. But if you don't have those worries, then you don't need to worry about adding sudo on there. But essentially what I'll do is I'm calling the composer.far file again, and I'm saying, hey, let's go ahead and require the ZF tool for this particular project. If we go ahead and execute this, you'll notice that it updates your composer.json file inside of your project. And this is where we add our dependencies for our project. And so essentially we're saying that our project now has a dependency on the ZF tool. And ultimately that composer command went out and cloned the ZF tool from the GitHub account. Okay, so now that the tool is installed, we can actually see what happens by issuing the command to the zf.php file. Okay, by issuing a call to our zf.php, you'll notice that it gave us a bunch of usage for that particular tool. Alright, let's go ahead and clear this up. And let's go ahead and create a test module now using the ZF tool. So all we need to do is make a call into our ZF PHP file again. And this time let's go ahead and pass it some information. So we want to say we want to create a module now, and we'll give the module a name. And since we're at the root of our project, we should be okay by just calling it from here. Okay, so it created our test module. Let's go ahead and jump back to our IDE and see what it created for us. Alright, so you'll notice under the module folder, we have a new test folder, and it contains all the folders that we just added manually. Config, it has our module.config PHP file, has our source folder with the namespace, as well as just a controller at this point, and it has a view with a test folder. It also has our module.php file. If we look in here, it has some of that same information that we added to our module.php file, mainly the git config and git autoloader config. And then we can look at the module config.php file that returns an empty array, and essentially we are good to go at this point. So this did not create an autoloader underscore classmap.php file, and that's probably because for most of the time when you're creating modules, the standard Zend autoloader should work. So however you want to create your modules, you can either use the ZF tool or the manual way. And now that we've done it both ways, obviously you can see the power of the ZF tool and how fast I can create things for you.